So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They set up the screen to Penny. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session. Right?
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Left, 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 left. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green, green 39. Green 39. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson being chased out left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Jackson. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. That one good for 15 and a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break us.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
No, check, Patriot.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down, the run with Lynch. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Larry Fitzgerald, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And Dawson's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 more yards there and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They toss to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. He goes underneath to Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The loop fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Kirksey. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Airing this one out for Fitz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Andre Howell. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Larry Fitzgerald, 51 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Minnesota, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier